Hi, everyone. My name is Annika. I'm a second year medical student at Baylor College of Medicine, and welcome back to Envisioning Your Path with Dr. Andrew Lee. Today, we're talking about a skill that is now essential. That's Zoom etiquette. Zoom etiquette is very important for your classes, presentations, even residency interviews. So, Dr. Lee, what advice do you have for students trying to make the best possible first impression on Zoom?
Well, the first thing you need to know is all the interviews have gone on to Zoom. And so a lot of what you've learned in doing your normal Zooms for lectures, you must unlearn those things. So the first lesson is unlearn all the bad habits that you have accumulated from being on Zooms for lecture classes and other meetings, because all those bad habits you cannot do during the Zoom interview. So those bad habits are not having your camera on, not being dressed professionally, not having good lighting, or like washing the dishes while you're supposed to be on the Zoom. So you need to do it in an entirely different way. The second thing is you need to enter and exit in a different way for Zoom interviews. When you enter, the very first 10 microseconds of the encounter, you must smile. And the smile has to be a genuine smile. And I'll just show you what that looks like now. The genuine smile is called a Duchenne smile. And a Duchenne smile is a smize. It's generated from your eyes and your mouth. So it looks like this: yay, yay, yeah. That's a genuine Duchenne smile versus what you're probably used to, which is cheese. Say cheese, smile, cheese. And that generates an insincere, a non Duchenne, non genuine smile. You need to generate it before you come onto the call, because the, the small delay that occurs, you have to be smiling when it starts. The second thing is you must learn to mute and unmute yourself, because a lot of Zoom interviews have it set for mute on entry. So even if you are unmute, it'll just mute you on entry. And so what you don't want to have is that first interaction being you're on mute, you're on mute, you're on mute. Of course, the lighting itself matters and the sound quality. So you should check your tech before you come online. And I would recommend investing a small amount of money in good lighting, whether it's a ring light, and good sound. For whatever reason, wearing stuff on your head, either headphones or earbuds, is distracting. So it's just way better to invest, like we have, in a little microphone if you have it. And then you must introduce yourself. And if you have a name that's unusual or hard to spell or hard to say, you should put in parentheses. If you have a difficult name, you might want to put the pronunciation there, or just lead with the pronunciation if it's difficult. Hi, my name is Andrew. It's pronounced Andrew. So if it's difficult, you have to spell it out and say it out. And then, of course, the body of the interview is important. And in the exit, you want to make sure you say the words please, thank you, and generate the Duchenne smile again. So the entrance, the exit, the lighting, the muting, your body language, all are important in Zoom. But the most important tip: unlearn those bad Zoom habits that you've already learned.